Google announced this week that it is entering the operating system market. Many people suspected this would happen, especially after the company launched the Google Chrome web browser last year. According to the Google blog post making the announcement, Google Chrome OS is, quote, an open-source, lightweight operating system that will initially be targeted at netbooks, end quote. The three key aspects of the operating system are speed, simplicity, and security. Google is redesigning the security architecture of the OS and hopes to reduce viruses, malware, and security updates. The new operating system will run on top of the kernel from the open-source Linux operating system, although Google will develop its own windowing system from scratch. Apple followed a similar strategy in developing OS X, which runs on top of the free BSD platform. In addition, the open-source project will operate on x86 and ARM chips. Also understand that this project is separate from the Android operating system and is not intended to replace Android on cell phones. Although Chrome OS will not be available to consumers until the second half of 2010, Google says the company is already in talks with partners for the project. Will Google's operating system succeed? The outcome will largely depend on both computer manufacturers and consumers. Computer manufacturers could view it as a welcome change or a risky business venture. Consumers, on the other hand, could be the real challenge. Consumers are already familiar with Windows versions, but Google does have its large brand working in its favor. Although Google said its initial target is small netbooks, it is said that the system is also being designed to power large desktop systems, which would directly compete with Microsoft's Windows 7 system to be released this fall. And what's interesting is that the tables have turned. There are constant reports on who will be the next Google killer, and specific reports recently have hinted that Microsoft's Bing could be a legitimate competitor for Google Search. So now is Google firing back? If they are, the internet giant could be hit with more antitrust investigations. And while this venture could be a real challenge for Google, the company does not appear to be intimidated. And that's all for this WebPro News Report. I'm Abby Johnson.